Why should you think about the future?
Remake Learning is a professional network in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania and the surrounding area, Southwest Pennsylvania and West Virginia, that connects educators, innovators, technologists, and other people to each other to create really innovative educational experiences for kids in the region. We have 125 kids here who are talking about what the future of learning means to them and how they're thinking about the systems, the social systems that they exist within, and how they change that in the future and redirect our course so that there's a better future for folks, kids here in this region. And so Youth Leading Change was one of our signals actually for Educating for Impact, because the kids who are here right now are really shaping the future of learning in this region.
Youth Leading Change is creative expression plus activism. Our goal is to get materials into kids' hands that allow them to share their voice.
So we did a lot of brainstorming and a lot of storytelling, and it ended up with them coming up with a vision of new ways of learning in Pittsburgh.
I think the future of learning is there's going to be an option on whether you go to school or not, and every person in the world has the same opportunity of learning, so it's not one above the other.
I think the future of learning will be kind of like headset programming, where they have you like wear like headsets and where you're getting the learning experience that way instead of like leaving the house and going here and there to get it. You can actually just like order headgear and program what stuff you actually want to learn to pursue the type of career you want.
In Pittsburgh, we think about the future of learning a lot because we really want to create remarkable 21st century learning experiences for kids. And so KnowledgeWorks, we knew had this future forecast, and we've been looking at it over the years. The Remake Learning Network is 10 years old. And so we've really been, as these forecasts come out, trying to benchmark ourselves against the future forecast.
This has been a city that's gone through a lot of change, right? So not just in education and in learning. So you had the steel mills come and go, right? So there had to be a new narrative about work and about civic life. So I think that it was the perfect storm of going, okay, the city's changing, education needs to change.
History is important, the past is important, that's why we started with it today, but no one is going to live in the past. These students are going to live in the future. They're going to help create it. We need to teach them to look ahead in a critical way and then use that to make decisions if we hope for them to create a better future.
Even though something happened in your past doesn't mean just because that happened is the way your future is going to end up going, because you can always change the way you are.
I think Pittsburgh has to offer a lot. We have like a lot of places that we don't use, and I feel like we should be filled more for the youth mainly. And so, I mean, we have a lot of kids, and so if you just put that out for us, then we'll have like a lot more learning opportunities.
I think that the most exciting piece is how empowering it is to watch young people look and begin to ideate and to forecast the future, but then walk it back and go, I have the power to create this.
Pittsburgh's already been one of the leading communities in the country, really taking a look at fostering community-wide ecosystems that bring together educators, traditional and non-traditional, from both school-based and out-of-school-based settings. So that work in centering innovation across the broad network community-wide over the last decade has positioned Pittsburgh to continue to be a leader in shaping the future of learning.
The future of learning in Pittsburgh looks completely different than it looks today. The future of learning looks like kids who are outside of classroom walls. The future of learning looks like parents and kids learning together.
What we wanted was for KnowledgeWorks to give us a really provocative version of the future, and then to measure that against a hyper-local context so that we could figure out what are the signals of change right here in the Pittsburgh region that are leading to the kind of future that KnowledgeWorks is talking about. So I encourage every community to do that.